The walls of a prison cell often reveal deeper political tensions than speeches ever could, and that is why the latest developments involving Brown Mogotsi have once again ignited debate about justice, power, and accountability. As supporters and critics argue over his fate, one fact remains clear. Brown Mogotsi will remain in custody while the courts prepare to decide his updated bail application. Beneath the legal proceedings lies a larger story that has forced many people to ask difficult questions about institutions and the rule of law. What do you think? Should courts focus only on facts, regardless of political pressure? The latest chapter unfolded after new information was added to an updated bail application, with a ruling expected on Monday, June 29th. That date has suddenly become one of the most closely watched moments in recent political and legal developments. Supporters hope the additional details will strengthen his case. Critics insist the process should continue without interference. Such disagreements are common whenever politics and the justice system appear to intersect. For ordinary citizens, the issue extends far beyond one individual. Cases involving influential figures often become symbols of wider debates concerning fairness, transparency, and accountability. Whether one supports Brown Mogotsi or opposes him, many people are paying close attention because they understand that court decisions can influence public confidence in institutions. Would you agree that trust in the justice system matters more than personalities? Throughout history, legal battles involving politically connected individuals have generated strong emotions. Supporters frequently view arrests as persecution, while critics see them as proof that nobody should be above the law. Truth often becomes entangled in competing narratives and political interests. That complexity is what makes such cases difficult to separate from larger questions about governance and democracy. Brown Mogotsi's continued detention has therefore become more than a legal matter. It has become part of a wider conversation about justice, accountability, and public trust. Supporters argue that everyone deserves a fair opportunity to present their case. Opponents insist that legal processes must proceed without emotional influence. These positions reveal how divided public opinion can become. At the center of the debate lies a simple principle. Justice must not only be done, but must also be seen to be done. Citizens expect institutions to operate fairly and independently. When doubts emerge, confidence weakens. Rebuilding trust is often far more difficult than preserving it in the first place. Observers note that public perception plays a powerful role during high-profile cases. Social media discussions, political commentary, and public reactions can create pressure on institutions. Yet courts are expected to remain guided by evidence and legal principles rather than emotions. Should judges ignore public opinion completely? Many people disagree on that question. Supporters of Brown Mogotsi argue that the updated bail application deserves careful consideration. They believe the new information should be evaluated fairly and without prejudice. According to this view, detention before trial should not become punishment. They insist legal rights must apply equally to everyone. Critics, however, emphasize accountability. They argue that courts must prioritize the integrity of the process and ensure that justice is protected. In their eyes, legal standards should never change because a case attracts public attention. Such concerns highlight the delicate balance courts must maintain. Cases involving prominent figures often reveal broader frustrations within society. Citizens who already feel disappointed with institutions frequently project those frustrations onto individual cases. As a result, legal proceedings become symbols of much larger struggles involving governance, leadership, and public confidence. Political tensions can further complicate matters. Supporters and opponents sometimes interpret the same events in completely different ways. One side may see victimization, while another sees accountability. These competing narratives often deepen divisions rather than encourage understanding. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens continue facing challenges that extend beyond courtrooms. Economic pressures, unemployment, and concerns about corruption remain dominant issues. For many people, justice matters because it affects confidence in the future. Is that unreasonable? Most citizens would argue it is not. The attention surrounding Brown Mogotsi demonstrates how closely people watch institutions when important decisions are involved. Every delay, ruling, or development becomes part of public discussion. Such scrutiny reflects both curiosity and concern about how power operates within society. Monday, June 29th, has therefore become more than just another date. For supporters, it represents hope. For critics, it represents accountability. For institutions, it represents an opportunity to demonstrate fairness and independence. The significance extends beyond one person. History shows that legal decisions often leave lasting impressions. Some strengthen confidence. Others deepen suspicion. The consequences frequently extend far beyond the courtroom. That reality places enormous responsibility on institutions entrusted with administering justice. Public accountability remains one of the most important foundations of democracy. Citizens expect transparency, fairness, and consistency. Without those principles, confidence gradually erodes. Restoring trust after it has been damaged can take years. As the ruling date approaches, speculation will continue. Supporters will remain hopeful. Critics will remain cautious. Analysts will continue debating the implications. Yet the final decision rests with the courts, not with public opinion or political pressure. Perhaps that is what makes the situation so unsettling. Beyond the arguments and emotions lies a deeper question that societies everywhere continue confronting. Can institutions maintain public trust when politics, power, and justice collide? Long after the ruling is delivered and the headlines fade, that question may remain unanswered, leaving citizens to wonder whether confidence in institutions is built by words or by the difficult decisions made when the entire nation is watching.